Why is Blackburn so poor? Blackburn, a historic mill town in Lancashire, was once a proud industrial hub. Today, however, it often appears on lists of the most deprived areas in England. Why is Blackburn so poor? Is it just bad luck, or is there a deeper story beneath the headlines? This video takes a closer look at the challenges facing Blackburn, UK, from its industrial past and economic decline to present-day housing issues, food poverty, and ongoing regeneration efforts. We uncover the real reasons behind the town's struggles and the resilience of the people who live there. From weaving capital to industrial decline, Blackburn rose to prominence in the 18th and 19th centuries as a booming centre of textile production. It was famously referred to as the weaving capital of the world. By the mid-1800s, over 80,000 power looms were operating in Blackburn, and the town's prosperity attracted workers from across the UK and abroad. But like many northern towns, Blackburn's fortunes changed dramatically in the 20th century. After World War II, the British textile industry began to decline due to competition from overseas markets, automation, and changing global trade patterns. Mills started closing in the 1950s and 60s, triggering mass unemployment. The once thriving town began to unravel economically. This loss of industry had a ripple effect across Blackburn. Fewer jobs meant less spending, fewer businesses, and, eventually, a fraying of community life. To this day, Blackburn has struggled to reinvent itself post-industrialisation, something that still affects its economic base. High levels of deprivation today. Fast forward to today, and Blackburn with Darwin is ranked among the most deprived local authorities in England. According to the English indices of deprivation, large parts of the borough fall within the bottom 10% for income, education, health and employment. The Office for National Statistics reports that approximately 1 in 5 children in Blackburn live below the poverty line. In some wards, such as Audley and Queen's Park, nearly half of all children grow up in poverty. Fuel poverty is also an issue, with more than 17% of households struggling to afford adequate heating. That's significantly above the national average. This isn't just about low income, it's about a cycle of disadvantage where housing conditions, education outcomes, and job prospects are all interconnected. Employment struggles and a changing job market. Blackburn has a working-age population eager for employment, but opportunities are limited. Although some manufacturing remains, particularly in engineering and food processing, many jobs are low-paid, part-time, or precarious. In recent years, the local economy has shifted towards service-based industries, including retail, hospitality, and logistics. However, these jobs often don't pay enough to lift families out of poverty. Unemployment isn't the only issue. It's also underemployment. Many residents work multiple jobs or zero-hours contracts just to get by. Moreover, automation and digitisation have replaced many traditional roles. For people without higher education or modern tech skills, the job market can be unforgiving. Housing challenges and fuel poverty. Another major contributor to Blackburn's poverty is its housing stock. Much of the town's housing is older, with many properties dating back to the Victorian era. These homes are often energy inefficient, poorly insulated and expensive to heat. Fuel poverty. When a household spends more than 10% of its income on heating and energy, is disproportionately high in Blackburn. According to the Department for Energy Security and Net Zero, over 17% of homes in Blackburn with Darwin fall into this category. The high cost of energy, combined with low incomes, means that many families face the impossible choice between heating and eating. This has serious health implications, especially during the winter months. Blackburn Council has launched initiatives to improve energy efficiency in homes, but progress is slow and the need is urgent. Food insecurity and the rise of food banks. In the UK today, food banks have become a lifeline for millions, and Blackburn is no exception. According to the Trussell Trust, food bank usage in the northwest region has surged in recent years. In Blackburn, many residents rely on local food banks, community fridges, and school meal programs to meet basic nutritional needs. Blackburn Food Bank reports distributing over 8,000 emergency food parcels in a single year, many going to families with children. The cost of living crisis, coupled with stagnant wages, means food insecurity is a daily reality for a significant portion of the population. Healthy food choices are often out of reach for low-income households, leading to long-term health consequences like obesity, diabetes, and malnutrition. Education and the youth opportunity gap. Education plays a critical role in breaking the cycle of poverty, but in Blackburn, many young people face an uphill battle. According to Ofsted and Department for Education reports, school attainment levels in some parts of Blackburn with Darwen are below the national average. Limited access to resources, crowded classrooms, and lower than average funding per pupil contribute to the problem. Additionally, families struggling with poverty often find it harder to support their children's education due to things like digital exclusion, food insecurity, and poor housing conditions that affect concentration and health. Despite local initiatives and hard-working teachers, the area still lags behind in key metrics such as GCSE results and university entrance rates. Mental health, isolation, and public health. Living in poverty isn't just an economic challenge, it's a mental and physical one too. Blackburn faces high rates of depression, anxiety, and chronic illness, all exacerbated by economic hardship. According to NHS statistics, emergency hospital admissions in Blackburn are among the highest in the region. Poor housing conditions, damp homes, inadequate heating, and poor diets all contribute to long-term health issues. Isolation is also common, particularly among elderly residents living alone. Social services have been stretched thin, and voluntary organisations have stepped in to try to fill the gap, but resources remain limited. There's a growing recognition that poverty and health go hand in hand. Yet, without a systemic shift in investment and services, meaningful change remains slow. Regeneration and hope for the future. So, with all these challenges, is there any hope for Blackburn? Absolutely. In recent years, Blackburn has begun to turn a corner, slowly but surely. The town has launched a £250 million master plan aimed at transforming the town centre, attracting new businesses and creating jobs. Projects include better transport links, green spaces, cultural facilities, and housing developments. Initiatives like Blackburn's National Festival of Making and the revival of local heritage buildings, like the Cathedral Quarter, have helped breathe life into the town's image. New small businesses, community cooperatives, and social enterprises are also cropping up, many driven by local entrepreneurs with a passion for Blackburn's future. Additionally, local charities and schools are working hard to support families, offer mentorship, and help break the cycle of generational poverty. Change is coming, but it's not overnight. Blackburn's problems are rooted in decades of economic and structural shifts, and healing will take time, targeted policy, and community resilience. Blackburn's poverty isn't just a snapshot, it's the result of decades of industrial decline, economic shifts, and systemic inequality. Yet beneath the hardship is a town filled with resilience, pride, and potential. Blackburn may be poor on paper, but its community spirit is rich, and its story is far from over. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.